Hi, my name's Tim and this is Surf Insight. Today we want to talk about simulation training. And what is that? Well, it's anything in sport that copies the movements that you'll do when it's real time and you're doing that activity. So think of somebody in the cricket nets or the boxers sparring. It's not the real thing, but it's replicating what will happen. And surfing, because the medium of the wave is always changing, simulation training is being used right across the board. Now it's used mainly at the moment with top surfers, but we found with beginners, intermediates, improvers, and even elite surfers, it's an amazing tool you can use. So how do you do it yourself? Well, we're going to show you here the tools you can use, and then we're going to show you a video which we were asked to make. The ISA, that's the International Surfing Association, asked 3 coaches around the world to talk about what they actually did, and we kind of featured simulation training because it's a big part of the way we coach. So before we have a look at that video, we're just going to show you some of the tools you can use. Now, you might have the chance to buy a softboard, a cheap softboard. So at home, you could use one for jump training, for turning, and you know, it doesn't matter too much how long it is. Measure out the length of the board you're using, 5'8", 5'10", 7'2", 9 foot, and you can pretty much, with lines on that board, get an accurate estimation of where you should stand, where the center point of that board is. So I've drawn a stringer in here and some lines at the front where my front foot might go. So these aren't that expensive. I mean, now they're selling them in kind of Walmart and Decathlon. You can get them for about 60 euros. Then, that's great if you've got that on the floor at home, but let's add some balance stuff to it and it really becomes a functional training tool. You could use these fancy things here. Now this is sold, a lot of gyms will sell it. It's a balance pillow, but you put 2 of these underneath the board, suddenly you've got a really good balance board training system, but they can be a little bit expensive. Even cheaper than that, and what we like using is inner tubes of small tires, you know, so doesn't cost much, blow it up, inexpensive. You got the whole lot maybe for, let's talk in dollars, $90 maybe, you can get the whole thing set up. So how does it work? You're just going to use it for so many things. You could have it on the board there for jump practice. You've got your board positioned, and as you jump on a surfboard, it's probably more stable than this. You're up on it, you've got your feet in position, you can feel that balance, you can think about your vision. So you can use it for jumping, as you'll see in the video. You can use it to practice footwork, you're on there, and as you jump, you drop your back foot, draw in your back foot marker for your foot patch, and you can play about with it. You can take one of these away and actually just use it like a giant Indo board. So you've got it here, and you can play around with your balance and work on it and maybe think about getting some turns. So let's have a look at the video. It was really fun to make. It was all shot here. Now we use this, we built a bit of a beach here, and we use this. We'll have 10 people here in the morning working away with the board, simulation training, but the difference in the water is incredible. What you do on the land, your body, your muscle memory learns to do the same thing in the water. So it's an invaluable tool. Let's have a look at the video. We always build up trust and confidence in those we coach, setting realistic goals, making sure people are just comfortable. But one of the best skills that we can learn is simulation training. It's done for years in so many sports. Taking skills that are done in a dry land situation and then transferring them to the water. And it's fun. We're looking at basic skills, turning, paddling, just being able to understand your balance. And these goals are easily achieved once we've done some simulation training. So that's a bond that you build up. It might be dry land practice that are cheap and easy to operate, but you'll see them replicated in your surfer in the water. A turn, footwork, paddling, all can be done with simulation training. It's difficult too. It challenges your surfer, and you're going to find it's just easy for them to understand physically what they're capable of. And it's that bond. You're constantly building up a bond with those that you're coaching. Now it's fun, that's the whole thing about this kind of training. Making sure that surfing is this joyous experience, but we've learned the mechanics of it using good equipment on dry land first. Buddying up, partnership, learning each other's capabilities really opens up the surfer's ability level, so that everybody knows and has a plan what they're going to do. Now, it's not expensive to stand there and show somebody body stance, to explain how you can turn a bad jump up one day into a good jump up, so that the surfer can efficiently ride relaxed, understanding their balance points. That's a key thing of simulation training. Again, it's that bond and that relationship between the members of your group and yourself as a coach that really is the key to good simulation training. Right into the water, where you're there. You can buddy up on a wave, you can set that key, footwork, go, go, and you've got exactly what you did in simulation done in the water. Stance, grace, speed, balance. All those basics of good surfing. A rider with good balance, a rider with bad stance. They'll see it in your analysis and be able to put it into their simulation training. Trust and confidence. So that's simulation training, and that was really nice. You know, we've got a big part in developing surfing through the International Surfing Association. And it was great to make that movie, but the point we're making is that movie was made kind of for coaches. Come on guys and girls, you can use this type of training, but you can as well. If you check our videos out on the Surf Insight channel, you'll see a lot of the ideas how the mechanics of turning or paddling can be done and perfected using a simulation kit. So subscribe to this channel. We want to hit the water running, so make sure you practice before you do it. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.